So today we start the day in Halifax. The worst thing about working in a practice where I can't get internet connection is that I have to go on my phone, go to Global Player and play something. If you ever work in the dentist, you'll understand how you can't work in silence. It's honestly the most difficult thing to do. When the patient's sat in the chair, you need a little bit of background noise. Without that, it gets a bit weird. First thing I like to do when I get into work is, number one actually, I like to get into work about 20 minutes early so I can set up. I have my dental camera set up, I have all my notes, I look at what my day is going to be like. I print off what we call a day list, so it gives us a little overview of our day, from consultations to examinations to treatments. And then it just gives me a little bit of an idea on what to do and what to prepare for. On top of that, I don't rush into work. I feel okay, I feel productive, I feel ready. When you're rushing into work first thing in the morning and you've got a patient waiting outside, to me it gives me a bit of anxiety. I want to just relax and I want to take my time getting myself into a routine before I call my first patient in. It just feels good, I feel more prepared. So guys, we've had an unfortunate incident. Taz has done some smelly stuff in the room. No, I'm joking. Unfortunately, when you work in the dental practice or any healthcare profession, occasionally there's often a bit of a bad smell that comes in. So someone might come in with food that stinks, or maybe it's their clothes or whatever it is. We're not judging, but we don't want to be judged, because when the next patient comes in, they're gonna think it's us smelling. So Taz has done the honours of getting, oh, it's a nice smell, you know. We're just spraying it, spray the room down, make it smell nice, because you want the patients to have a good impression when they come in. First impressions count, and I don't want to smell like a bad. So for any young dentists out there, this is what we call a scanner, and I'm telling you right now, it is a game changer. Using a scanner is by far like the greatest invention ever in digital dentistry. So quick, so efficient, and very accurate. Right guys, we're in a bit of a sticky situation here. Taz the mechanic has come in to sort this out. Taz, what are you doing?
I'm trying to unblock it.
So this is the tip of the sandblaster, and we use it to basically blast sand. This is the tip of a sandblaster, and for some reason the sand isn't passing through this. So we use it to remove any like pellicles and surface like debris on the tool. So for example, when you're doing like composite filling, or when you're doing bonding, or even cementation of veneers and crowns, one thing you want to do is you want to remove any like surface debris that's on the tooth, if that makes sense. And you do that by either using like a POV brush, so it's a bit like a toothbrush but for the dentist, and you just kind of get rid of all the bit of plaque that's there, or you use this device called a sandblaster. It's like a gun, and you blast it on the tooth. The only problem is I tried to use it today, but the tip doesn't work, so we're just trying to fix it.
It's not just the tip, there's something stuck in it.
And something stuck in it. Taz is a mechanic part-time. She's not just a nurse, she's not an ordinary nurse. You're gonna break it.
I'll see.
You bent it. Oh, you bent it. Look at the dunda. Guys, look at the dunda. Show the dunda. Look at it. It's Baba Binga. Look at it. What the hell?
It's cleared though.
Is it cleared? Yeah. What was stuck in there?
It's powder.
Well, see that. This is why I only request for her to be in surgery with me and no one else, because she's a genius. Next up, we have got Invisalign fit. It's an additional Invisalign fit, and this is Taz's little dabba. I call it Taz's little dabba. Let me show you. Look how organised she is. It's really fantastic.
What do you want to see?
Look at that. So over here you can see these are the IPR strips. Etch, flowable, bond. We need to create spaces in order. Alright Taz, she's leaving me, guys. She's off for lunch. Right guys, straight after lunch we're going to be doing bonding. So this is my finishing discs. This is what I use to build up the composite. and these are the burrs that we use. And the other setup here is for my nurse. So you can see a sandblaster, which is the one that we were repairing before, etch, bit of floss and bond. And then this is my little setup over here. Typically when I'm doing something like composite bonding, I like to set it up in a particular way. Not in a very fussy way, but in a way that helps me prepare. So I've got all the tools, I've got all the equipment out, I'm not feeling rushed, and I'm not making it difficult for my nurse to keep running in and out. She likes to prepare, I like to prepare, and it just works out so much better like that. Always prioritize your prayers. This is my prayer mat for today. Structure your day around your prayers, and I promise you life will be made very, very easy, and you will just feel so good about your day. You'll feel at peace. After this, it's lunchtime, I'm starving. I'm gonna go get some coffee. I'm gonna come back, carry out a bit of admin. You guys just follow me, and let's see what the rest of the day has in store for us. Right guys, so I've had my lunch. I'm now going to be charging my dental camera, getting ready for a nice big composite case. It's only going to be 2 teeth, but it's a big case because we're building up chipped teeth on previously failed composites. I'm just putting the batteries in my charger for the camera. Gonna plug it in to charge. These are rechargeable batteries. Highly advise every dentist that's got a dental camera to get rechargeable batteries because they're amazing. It saves you a lot of money. You gotta get an adapter as well. Plug this in for charging up my camera. I'm now just gonna set up. I've prayed and I'm ready, and I'm feeling good about the afternoon. The 2 upper teeth, to be honest, we were working on the back part of the tooth, so it wasn't actually too bad. Now we're just waiting for the next patient, if the patient shows up, which at this rate seems very unlikely. As a dentist, one thing that I've learned is that when you're doing composite bonding, try your best to overbook. Don't think that you can get everything done in an hour. Take your time. If a patient's paying you, treat them well, but also take your time and learn these different techniques and apply different techniques as well. Don't just think that you want to get the job done, you want to get paid and off you go home, because at the end of the day you're creating a portfolio for the patient. It's very important that you give them the experience, but you've got a nice case that you can work with before and after. You're implementing different techniques that you've learned in courses. Don't rush it, take your time. And your nurse might want to whack you in the head, but it's alright. If you go into your lunch, it's alright, it's worth it. I say that, but my stomach was rumbling and I was starving.
As his stomach's rumbling after lunch.
You know what? My nurse always complains about me and me running over. I don't run over, not all the time. Only like when it's a big case, because I get carried away with the specific details. But as long as we get the job done in it.
The only thing I complain about is you not letting me put the aircon on. Nothing else.
She wants it freezing, man. I like it garam. And that's a wrap, guys. Just gonna finish up with some notes. Seen the last few patients. I said they weren't going to show up, but they did show up. I'm really happy about that. Pray quickly, Mugra, because now, the days are getting a little bit longer, but you still have to read all your prayers at work. So I don't want to risk setting off and then missing it on the way home when it comes to prayers. So I'd rather just read it at work, box it off, go home, chilling. Look what one of my patients got me as well. I got my tatty. I'm on a diet, but this patient's a lovely patient. When you get something like my tie, you can't say no to. Got to go home and indulge in it with a cup of tea. Guys, I'm packing up and Taz just doesn't let me go home. Look at her peeking through.
She's actually
Yeah. She's saying the most random stuff. I don't know what she's on about. She's losing it. Guys, I'm done from work, but my nurse is making me wait for the instruments to get deep soft, and I want to go home to Rutti Salen because my mom messaged me and she's like, I made Shalen. Well, whatever it is, my mouth is dry, my stomach's empty, my heart is broken.
Why are you not broken?
And I'm about to cry because I want to eat, and she doesn't let me. She doesn't let me. She doesn't let me. Look at her. She ate my tie as well. Oh, bloody hell, absolutely knackered. There's no better feeling than getting into your car, but then there's also no other feeling than getting into a cold car. So guys, we are finished with the day. Oh my god, I'm starving. I'm gonna make it home, gonna eat, pay the parking as well, and then I get to chill because tomorrow I'm working, Saturday I'm working, and then I'm working Monday as well. I don't mind it. I've been chilling for the last couple of years, working 3-4 days a week, so now this is the time where I get to like step it up a little bit and really just go for it. So yeah guys, hopefully we can smash it out. I didn't want to show you guys me eating because I was too hungry, couldn't be bothered putting the camera on. I was starving, and it's a few hours later, so gonna eat something with a cup of tea now. Because you know what, when you get into bed the end of the night, one thing I believe in, and I speak about this religiously, is unwinding, innit? I always recommend you unwind after a busy day. It's very important. You either put on your favorite TV series, you read your favorite book, you listen to your favorite podcast, or have your favorite snack, whatever it may be. It's very important that you unwind because it just helps you relax from a busy day at work. And I feel like then you can prepare yourself for the next day. If you're a bit more relaxed, you then have more energy for the next day, rather than you come home, you go to sleep and you're back at work, which I don't mind doing, but give yourself at least an hour or two to just relax. So I'm gonna have my cup of tea, then I'm gonna knock out. Cheers.